Hi guys, so I've said this would be a quick update in the next part, but it's not. It's going to be pretty detailed. I was just showing you how to do some audio stuff, and I was talking about it, and some stuff I said I would do in another video. But like the only thing I'm going to do in another video is show the main thing, how everything actually has been fixed properly. So this part, the whole video was longer. This actually was recorded afterwards, but yeah, so thanks for watching so far. Going to the next part. Hi guys, we're gonna cover three things in this quick video. So I made a whole bunch of unboxings. I can't upload them because of stuff, because of there was no audio, because of I forgot to turn on the mic. So basically, um, in the PC you see over there, there's a capture card. That capture card is a Elgato Camlink Pro. Uh, that's one thing. I did the unboxing. I was talking about it. So this capture card, I found out one you can use it with just a if you're not trying to do 4K, if you're not trying to push 4K on the capture card, it can do 1080p just fine, and you can just use the CPU as long as it's better than a i7 6700 or 6XXX. So it works because I have it in a inside of the PC over there, and it can record. And in order to change things, you basically you can pair it up with Stream Deck Hub because the first port is multi-view only, and so it's multi-view. So if whatever you decide to set as multi-views will show up on input one, but if you set like individual stuff up, it will be independent. It will be independent if you just set input one as just full screen, input two is full screen, and you can switch in between them. That's the first thing. And I was talking about that in the video during the unboxing. I could probably upload it just in case if you don't mind no audio. Just let me know in like the description. I mean, let me know in the comments. I can upload it and then you would see it on the channel. If you aren't subscribe. Then the other one, which is for that thing right there, the Focusrite 18i 8, and I replaced that. I replaced the Rodecaster with that thing. It works, and I fully replaced the Rodecaster into meaning I have the computer sound coming into here. Just control the gain right here, so any sound that comes through the computer goes through here. And in the back on input 3 goes to the microphone, so that's how you're hearing me now. And I can show you how that works in another video. That'll be the next video to see. And then the other thing, I'm gonna do a full update of how everything looks with it set up, because the camera you're seeing me on is the one up there. I have a camera that I have over here, which used to be my overhead camera, which used to be over there, which was pointing down. But I say this is actually a better view, so I can basically open stuff easier right here. And if I need to, I can just drop down this actual handle to make it go actually flat to get an overhead view. And I'm using 3 Stream Decks, so I can basically show you that. I'll show how everything is set up, but that's going to be a long video, so I hope you are prepared to watch that. It would be pretty detailed. I'll try to put chapter marks in there. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I can figure it out. So other than this, I did an unboxing of this, but this also failed. The audio failed on the Rodecaster. That's why I'm replacing the Rodecaster with. That's why I replaced the Rodecaster with this. Was because the Rodecaster audio was actually failing a lot, and I tried to fix it, and it just stopped working, but it stopped working with OBS, but it still works independently. So if I use a microphone on there, I can still use that. And let's see. It also is I'm also still setting up the audio where it would I'm still setting up the audio where it would basically go through right there. And I'll talk about how I'm recording on here and over there at the same time. So I'm gonna make that into a video. The only thing I'm waiting for, capture card wise, the only thing I'm waiting for that computer over there for, is to get a um a, a riser cable, so I can run a riser from the inside of the computer port to the side panel. I want me to like the side where it's vertical mount, because that's a ARC MIDI 2 that has a vertical mount built in. It's meant for a fan controller, but I'm going to use it for my capture card instead. And then I'm going to put my graphics card where the capture card's at. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to be building another computer just for my graphics card, so I can have a gaming machine that can run my games, and have that in another room, and just use this for storage and also video stuff, and then just put the gaming machine inside of in another room, and just let that be there. So that's just the main updates, but I'm gonna show you in the next video how I have this set up. So thanks for watching. You won't be seeing an intro in here, or in the next couple of videos, because I have been pretty busy, and I don't have time to edit that in right now. Thanks for watching. Bye. So hi guys, I messed up on a part. This is being recorded after me finishing the video, and notice I didn't have any audio. So going back over here. So basically this is just audio stuff. So right here is analog 1 and analog 2, analog 3, which are the hardware stuff. So analog 1 and 2 have line in and instrument, and this one has line in and air/pad. This one has air pad 2. So all of them have air and pad. All 4 of them have line, but this will allow you to switch between line and instrument. But you can use 3 and 4 as line in too. As instrument too, but they can't be higher powered, so that your amplifiers can't be pretty high. So going over here is where the settings would be at. So so your output, this is how I have my output. So if you select stereo, if you select stereo, it will be in individual monos, because how you usually get it is the mono out is in custom mix, and it is set to 1 and 2 by default, and in stereo. Analog 3 and 4 would be set to 3 and 4 stereo, but I have mine set to mono. And then I have headphone, which is custom mix, which is for 1 and 2. Headphone 2 is for 1 and 2. I have my headphones plugged into input 1 on the headphone. You can have another one hooked up to input 2, and either monitor 3 and 4. If you do custom mix, you can have it monitor 3 and 4 if you wanted to, just so it can so you can hear different stuff. Or you can basically just have that like that. And this is your SPDIF, which is RCA and Toslink connection, which is in playback 1 and 2, and your loopback, which is for DAWs or anything that you want to get audio from back into. So there, you can basically do the playback of on 1 and 2. If you have speakers on 3 and 4, you can have it do 3 and 4. But how I have mine set up is I have my analog 3 and 4 split up as they were both playbacks. 3 and 4 playback together. But I have mine set up as 3 as a independent port because I have it in mono, and I have it set to like analog 1. So whenever I'm talking into port 1, which my microphone is on, it would listen to port 3 and 4. But if I had port 3 and 4 as if I had port 4 as my mic input, mic 4 would be listening to number, which would be outputted here to, as one as 3. It will be listening to on 1 and 2. How I have it so it's up here. So 3 is this computer I'm recording on, goes to the input 3 of here, goes to the microphone on my interface, goes to input 3 on the interface, goes to the microphone input on the USB sound card I have hooked up to the Mac, and then the headset jack goes to so basically, so input, what I mean by input, it actually is an output, but it goes to output 3, which is which you would use for multi-monitors, multiple speaker monitors, or you can use it to connect to a computer. So from the third on the third one, it goes to the computer's microphone jack on my Mac, and then number 2, which has next to the microphone, and you see right here, goes to the computer's headset jack. So the audio comes out of the Mac into analog 2, and then out of input 3 goes into headphone or the output of the third analog goes to the microphone input. So when I talk into this microphone, when I talk into my Electro Voice, it goes into the here, and then into the computer you're hearing me on now. And so now you can actually hear my audio coming through the computer I'm that the software's running on into my Mac. So I have it so it goes like that. And so that's why you see my voice going up and down on the headphone 1, and it'll be also headphone 2 and analog 3, which is listening to analog 1. And then the speaker output, which is listening to speakers, and then analog 1, which is this microphone. You can add more inputs over here. Just you would click it and add your specific ones to make it a custom mix. And then you also be able to see it over here too. This is just, you only get the software with the 4i. You get the software with the 4i4. That's when it becomes more necessary. The 8i6 is even more necessary. The 18i8 equals this one, and it's really necessary. And the 18i20, which is a higher end model, I didn't get that one because of it didn't have any rack gears. I mean rack screws to screw it into the rack I have, and so if I had some, I would have probably just got that one, because that means I could just free up desk space on my desk. But this is actually a perfectly fine one, so it's also quieter too, because the other one has a fan. But this is how I have my specific audio here routed, and I'll do a full video on how it actually looks. And so, and I'll actually include all of that video into here. I'm not into here. I'll include that into the full thing. So if I have the beginning right here, which is set same on my Mac, so it goes intro, then laptop, which is not a laptop. This is my Switch. I just basically haven't got around to making new icons for my Stream Deck, so I just called this one laptop, and I'm gonna rename this and do everything properly before I actually show you the full setup again. So this one is my Mac because of this one is how I would record my Mac screen without this version of OBS. I just have this version of OBS on here just so I can show this screen. And I also have it so if I need to record my iPad, I can just take the cable I have next to like me, plug an iPad, just be there, because this capture card that's in the computer I'm on right now with like the audio setup only has 4 inputs, and I didn't want to run that 4 capture card and this capture card just for like that one, for like that thing on this one computer, because it uses up a lot more bandwidth. So I basically put this onto my Mac and made it so I can capture stuff on the Mac for this, and I've just pressed the little button that's next to like me, which will switch the screen inputs to a blank input, and then I can basically plug in my phone or iPad or anything that uses HDMI to like there, and it gets picked up, and then if I need to go back, I just press the button right next to like me again. And so I'll show that button to in a later video. And so as you can see, the audio is going right here across on the one screen, and then you see on the same video of the capture of the Mac screen is also going up at the same exact time. Yes, well, it's not the same time. Well, it is the same time, but one is just there's some latency because of capturing over and over again. So, and then the unbox one will be the same as this one, because HDMI 1 is capture card is off, and if camera is off, and if I turned on the camera, it would allow me to it would show up here. And then I have no audio for actually that one because I disabled the audio because of I'm pretty much right here in front of this camera instead of having it over there. Computer, I may add the hand camera to that computer over there, and then just have everything on there. Just have this one just for this camera, and this camera, and have it show this camera and the computer over there, and just have everything else. Sorry. And then just run this one without the intro and stuff like that. Just make it so all the main stuff is open. So ignore that. So basically, that was just I forgot I was playing a video and it was quiet, and I forgot that I didn't record any audio, so I ended up having to go back and record this part, and the parts that did have sound, it was started playing and I was confused. So basically, yeah, sorry about that, just ignore that part. So going back to here, you can see that if we go back to here, there's a BGM playing, so background music is playing, and you can't hear it. Neither can the actual OBS. Neither can the sound card itself, so it's not going to get picked up. But if you see here, if I'm not talking, that means there's just a little bit too much gain, or also I would have to remove some actual I would have to put a noise limiter on there. I might actually use RTX voice or something, just so it could eliminate that, but I would have to have a GTX card in there or RTX card, and I also have to get the capture card also in here at the same exact time, which would make it better, but I also would have to do some other stuff. But then going back in here, here's my Apple TV. So how the Apple TV is in here is because of you see Apple TV. It is running, and it only runs because of there's the HDMI, HDCP splitter in there. Um, remover, so it could be recorded. So, and this is hooked up to my Elgato capture card, which it's because the cable is hooked to the capture card, which then hooked to a 1 to 4 out splitter. That 4 out splitter is hooked up to the monitor next to me, the TV, and it was hooked up to the capture card I'm recording this on now, but it's not anymore. And so output is just my output. So yeah. Hope that looks actually nice. And so I probably actually do this OBS. Probably I might install the latest version of OBS with this computer. So 2, 3, there you go. And so I'm probably just gonna get another thing just so I can teach the remote to my IR blaster, and then I'm gonna have that somewhere where I don't have to press the button, but I'm gonna have it so I can just press a button on my Stream Deck, switch stuff, and just be done with that part. So I hope you like that whole actual video, and this is basically just me redoing the second part. So the third part, and so I hope you liked it. Bye. Sorry for the very long video. I hope it was worth watching, because you will find out more, and then there's also going to be a giveaway in that video. I'm going to be giving away, I'll tell you what I'm giving away in that video, but I'm going to set that up. All you have to do is tell me your actual address and stuff, and then I'll send it to you, and just if you watch the whole thing and tell me one thing. So I actually will tell you that in the next video. So make sure to watch it. So thanks for watching.